Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss the organizational structure in chapter 4. When you start the organizational process, from that time itself the organizational structure comes into the picture. It seeks to establish relationship among all the persons working in the organization. Under the organizational structure, various posts are created to perform different activities for the attainment of objectives of the enterprise. Relations among persons working on different posts are determined. The structure provides a basis or framework for managers and other employers for performing their functions. The organizational structure can be defined as the framework within which managerial and operating tasks are performed. Let's see what has been definition given to us by Pritadakar. Now what does he says? Organizational structure is an indispensable means and the wrong structure will seriously impair business performance, even destroy it. Now, pretty simple. Remember that if I am not building an organizational structure properly, then it could lead to losses. It can. It is an indispensable means. We cannot carry out business without having an organized organizational structure in place. And in case if we do not build the structure properly, then performance will be impaired and chances are organizational will have to shut down because of losses. The different types of organizational structures are: first is linear organization, second is functional organization, third formal organization, fourth informal organization, fifth is matrix organization. Now in this module we will be learning about two organizational structure, that is linear organization and functional organization. Let us discuss about the linear organization. While the company is very small, usually the structure has a radial shape. The owner in the middle manages all employees. If the company grows, the owner is not able to deal with every problem. Therefore, he delegates some managerial tasks to trusted employees. Those employees usually become managers. The further growth of company leads to the situation when the owner leads only managers, not workers. That is situation of pure linear structure. The further growth usually leads to creation of divisions, departments, matrix or other types of structures. The linear structure is inconvenient in large and dynamic organizations. Linear structure is a type of organizational structure where every employee has only one superior. The main bond between organizational level is hierarchy. There is no specialization of managers. Usually, formalization is low and centralization is high. Linear structure belongs to the classic structural solution. It has been used in military organizations thousands of years ago. Now the basic structure of linear structure is there are two types of positions, manager and employees. The manager can lead a certain number of workers. In the organization with many levels of management, the higher rank managers leads to lower rank managers. Every employee in the organization has only one superior, so that limits the possibility of conflicting commands. In vertical communication between managers and workers, a business route is used. As you can see in the picture, On the topmost position, there is a CEO, and he is having two managers under him, that is manager for production and manager for marketing. Again, when we talk about managers or manager for production, he further have two foremans under him. So first is for fabrication and other one is for assembly, and both the foremans are having workers under them. So workers are reportable to foremans and foremans are accountable to the manager, and the manager, production manager, will ultimately report to the CEO. Same way in marketing also, marketing manager has two sales officer, then both the sales officer have their sales persons. So salespersons will be reportable to the sales officers, and sales officers are reportable to the managers, and finally the manager will report to CEO. Next is functional structure. Now here we divide the organization based on functions. So as I told you, we will group the jobs of similar nature. For example, finance function, so handling day-to-day cash, bank work, making the entries and doing the audit, this all would group together under the finance function, and we would organize the major function on this basis. That is, we would organize the marketing function, production function, and then we would create separate departments for each one of them. All the department in such organization to report to an coordinating heads. So there would be a head who would be responsible for coordinating activities among these functions and ensure that there is smoothness, effectiveness in communication. It's not just like I divide the functions into one department and leave it. Many a times what happens that the department is further divided. So that particular finance function would be further divided based on needs. So we keep on grouping similar or related jobs and create more hierarchies. Functional structure is suitable for the large size organization but with a single product or small number of similar products. For example, if you are manufacturing notebooks, then you are producing only one product. So in that scenario, this particular structure would be very suitable. You should have diversified activities. That means you have reached the level wherein your operation require high degree of specialization. That is, the HR person cannot carry out finance function. You require there a specialized person because there are too many transactions happening in a day. The organization has grown to a level that the activities carried out under these functions are quite huge. Students, the remaining organizational structures we will be discussing in next module. Thank you.